Hello, my name is Shelby Blansett. Persist until something happens, or you or your only limit are just two of many quotes that a motivational speaker may use to inspire an audience. Often people have great enthusiasm when undertaking a new endeavor, but are they actually willing to be resolute in pursuit of their goal, or will they become complacent when faced with adversity? Oftentimes, learning a new skill or setting a new goal can be challenging and even overwhelming for me. However, being tenacious will help me successfully accomplish that goal, yield rewarding outcomes, and provide newfound confidence. Being tenacious and giving 100% effort will help me successfully achieve a new skill or goal I may have. One chilly winter day, I was eating my yummy biscuit from the school cafeteria in my basketball coach's classroom with my sophomore friends Kaylee and Reagan. Coach Bates says almost jokingly, "I'm going to be the new golf coach this year, although I've never played in my entire life." She looks over at Kaylee encouragingly and briefly at me. She gives Kaylee another pointed look. Kaylee then says excitedly, "Shelby, you should join the team. It would be so fun, and we would get to wear cute golf skirts." Reagan adds, "Yes, Shelb, please join the team. You're athletic enough to catch on quickly. Also, this would be a great bonding experience and we would make lifelong memories." I say hesitantly, but I've never swung a golf in my life. Kaylee assures me, "We can happily teach you. It may take some practice, but I think you'll be a great contributor to our team." After a little more persuasion and encouragement, I am all in. The next day, I went to the Bridges driving range in Gunner, Texas, bundled in multiple layers as it was freezing outside. The girls taught me how to swing, and after many misses, I finally made contact with my first golf ball. I thought that it was going to be easier, but it turned out that it was much more difficult than I had anticipated to even make contact with the ball. Yet the girls stressed that with time and more practice, it will become easier. So I kept practicing both driving the ball and putting. The season was quickly approaching, and I was spending time at the driving range or on the putting greens every day. When our first tournament arrived, anxiety engulfed my body. My teammates Kaylee, Reagan, Katie, and Caitlin told me to not worry and go have fun. My goal was simply to get less than the maximum score on every hole. Coach Bates encouraged me to stay positive because this was my first golf tournament. "You've got this," she reminded me frequently. During one of the mini tournaments at the Bridges, I actually hit a ball into the sand trap, and it bounced right back, almost hitting me. I could hear my dad softly ask my mom, "Was that Shelby's ball?" Oh gosh, no, I thought. It was evident that I needed much more practice. The Gunner girls golf team still ended up advancing from the district to the regional tournament that year. After a rough freshman season, I was ready to get back to the range and improve my skills during the off-season because I'm tenacious at golf. As soon as the spring of my sophomore year arrived, I was significantly better. My scores were consistently in the low 100s, whereas they had been in the high 130s as a freshman, so I was improving some. Still, I was not satisfied with the amount of improvement I had made. At the district tournament, I finally shot a 99. I was so pleased as this was my best score ever. All of my practice and hard work was starting to show. Whenever my teammates heard my score, they gave me a big hug and congratulated me. "Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you," they exclaimed. I was overjoyed to be able to score so well and be a contributor to the team score. Our team advanced to the regional tournament in Tyler, Texas, where we competed against 11 other teams from Region 2 and in Texas and won. The experience of competing against some of the best golfers in the region and winning was unforgettable. However, after a brief celebration, it was time to get back to work. There was less than a month to prepare for the state tournament in Austin. There, after competing for 2 days, we placed third out of 12 teams. When my teammates and I stepped to the podium to receive our medals and plaque, I remember hearing parents and coaches from the other schools utter the words, "Who is Gunner?" No one knew who we were because this was the first time a Gunner girls golf team had made it to the state tournament. It was especially satisfying because just 1 year ago we had barely made it to the regional tournament. The experience of standing on the podium that day, making history and representing our school, was remarkable for all of us. As we celebrated with ice cream afterwards, I remember thinking that we would have one more year as a team to win a state title. This thought motivated me as I prepared during the off-season for my junior season. Following a school history-making sophomore year of golf, I was inspired to improve my game. After many range sessions, competitions on the putting greens, and many rounds of golf, it felt like the team and I were ready to make a run to the state tournament again. We won every tournament leading up to state, including the district tournament and the regional tournament. We are anxious and excited to return to the state tournament. I would go to the bridges as soon as school ended and play until it was too dark outside. I repeated this every day. I never thought that I would be this passionate and committed to a sport that I had just started 2 years ago, but the thought of a state title propelled me to work my hardest. As day one of the state tournament was about to start, I was nervous, yet I felt prepared. I knew how much I had practiced, and I knew that I had to be confident in my preparation. I was trembling while walking up to the tee box on hole 1, awaiting the announcer to say my name in school. I heard Coach Vanzel remind me to go out there and have fun. I had a solid first drive, and my anxiousness settled slightly. I shot a 94, which was remarkable considering I had scored in the high 130s as a freshman. As day 2 of the UIL State Golf Tournament was about to kick off, we were sitting in third place, many strokes away from second place, and fourth place was several strokes behind us. We were in position to receive another medal, but there was still another round of golf to play. I was feeling the tension as I normally do before every golf tournament. When I arrived at the last hole of the state golf tournament, I had no idea where we were in the rankings. While waiting to tee off, I reflected on the past 3 years and how far I had come. I had been consistently tenacious in my efforts to get to this level. I was competing with and against some of the best golfers in the state. I was proud and humbled. I had a solid drive and parred the last hole. I wanted to do my best for the 2 seniors on our team, Kaylee and Reagan, who had introduced me to this sport. Despite all of the hard work we had put in, sadly, we fell short of our aspiration of winning a state title. The 2 teams who had beat us a year ago beat us again. However, as we stood on the podium again in third place, I was so proud of our accomplishments. We had made it to the state tournament 2 years in a row, which has never been done in the history of Gunner girls golf. Tears filled my eyes as we left the Jimmy Clay Golf Course in Austin, as this would be the last time I would compete with Kaylee and Reagan on my team. I never imagined playing golf, but I am so thankful that these girls introduced me to this sport. My tenacious mindset enabled me to learn and become proficient at a new and difficult sport. I was steadfast in my commitment to becoming a better player and contributor to the team. I am proud of what we have achieved as a team over the past 3 years, and I continue to practice with the goal of returning to the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row during my senior season. Although perseverance when circumstances are challenging can be difficult, I have learned that it is required to achieve lofty goals. Mastering a new sport was challenging for me, but my tenacious attitude helped me accomplish this goal. Persistence is vital in accomplishing an objective, whether it be earning a dream job offer or a scholarship to a prestigious university. Thank you.